Hey guys, what's up? How are you? I want to ask you. I'm here in Fort Collins doing the work that I'm supposed to, and just praising God with everything I do, my relationships, my connections, just having peace. Sorry, Doug's not here. He's working right now, and my plans got canceled. I wanted to do this, so why not? So I've been thinking a lot about some situations that I have been talking to some of you guys, and believe me, you really encouraged me by saying that I encouraged you. It just is awesome. Thank you guys. I really appreciate those words of encouragement and just saying that it's worth it that I do these videos and stuff. I really appreciate it because it's a way to keep myself accountable. Because if I'm going to be on Facebook or something like that, I'm going to do something that is important. I'm going to do something that praises God with my actions, and so this is a way to keep myself accountable, to keep learning, to keep sharing, to keep doing that. And you guys saying that you like those things, I really appreciate it. And also, like, people in Mexico, my lost friends, my drunk friends, the people that are lost there are starting to say that I encourage them with the video. So it's awesome because it's a way I can do ministry there from here, and I like it. I will take advantage of that. Talking about my lost friends, I have lost friends because I was lost. And I want to tell you about stories because some of you might be struggling with their own story and forgiving themselves and just knowing that they are not good enough. And I tell you, you are not good enough. No one is good enough. He's perfect. And I am not good enough. My story is awful. I went through drunkenness, other addictions that I really prefer not to say here, but it was not good. I did a lot of things. I went through depression, lying to my parents all the time, being a bad influence for people too, and that just dragged me to the world. I was a worldly man, and I'm not proud of things I have done, the people I have hurt. I am not proud of that. But I wouldn't change anything of those, like anything. I wouldn't. If it wasn't for those awful things I did or I went through, I wouldn't be here. If you think about your life, how many struggles you've had, how many things you have done wrong, think about also how many times of those God has been there. One of my friends, Silas, he was a namer before me here. We became super close. He said, like, a lot of people, and he said, I will explain this to you with soccer because you understand soccer. He said, imagine you shoot 10 shots to the goal, and you just score 8, and you're like, man, I missed 2 of them. Like, why? I'm so bad that I cannot do the 10 goals, and I missed 2 of them. And then he said, but you never noticed the 8 goals you actually scored. So think about that in your life. Like, you have messed up a lot of times probably, or maybe you have had a super good life in a Christian family. I did the same, but I was lost. But think about that. How many times God has been there? How many times have you scored? Because that's important to know. Recognize your own good things. Hurting those people, maybe. Being drunk. All those things. I do not like that. But I'm here because of that. And I'm really thankful. Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to relate to people here in Fort Collins. To my friends that go to the bars. To my friends that are just partying in college. To the people here that don't believe in God. I wouldn't be able to relate to them if I didn't have those things. And I'm really happy. Now I'm like, God had a plan for those things. I didn't get it. I thought I was having fun and I was happy, but I was lacking God. I didn't have Him. He was there though. So maybe your story right now as an aimer, you don't fit there. You feel like you don't fit in aim, probably. That you're not good enough as other classmates. That you don't know enough. That you are not sure about how you feel about things. That you cannot forgive yourself. But, it will be okay. God has a plan. Just as He had a plan for me, He will have one for you. Wherever you go, you will be able to use what you have learned and what you have been through. I just want to encourage you with that, because it has happened like that for me. I said when Corey came to Mexico, I rejected his invitation to go to AIM. Ask him. I didn't want to go to AIM. I decided to go to AIM 3 weeks before it started, and it was almost impossible to get a visa in 3 weeks, and I got it in 4 days. Yeah, it's a miracle, and God does that. He wanted me here, and I'm here. You know, after I messed up and I was not a good person, I rejected him because I felt like I didn't fit in. And you know, I don't fit in. But it's good because God is using that to encourage me. So I encourage you to do the same. This is a brown bag, and I hope you learned a little bit. Shout outs to Gabo. Amigo, yo sé que a veces puede ser difícil. Échale ganas. Usa tu historia y aprende a amarla. Holly, we struggle. And I get sometimes we can struggle with that, and just situations that are like outside of our control, or even with ourselves and how we are. Forgive yourself if you need to. Sometimes we need to do that. Dorothy, I understand that you sometimes can struggle with things. I didn't feel like I fitted, like I knew as much as other people. But God's using that, and I appreciate everything you do. You're awesome. Jared, hermano, si estás ahí, un saludo. Te extraño. Quiero verte otra vez. Andrew, man, bruh. Miss you, bruh. Chris, you're awesome, and thank you for all the teachings and just everything. You're a really good man, and thank you for always encouraging me. Yep. Assistants, I love you. I love all of you. Each one of you. You're awesome. Peace.